how do we live our lives with our dogs to where they're actually going to be very happy and, happy with their lives, the way they're living together with us. But the other thing is, are they also going to be reliable? Can we trust them around our children? Can we trust them around our friends, our neighbors? And can we take them out in public and that we can trust them to have good manners? And really what that boils down to is the daily interactions that you're having with a dog. Now, this may seem kind of big picture, but let's actually simplify it real quick. I like to make things real simple when I train the dog. When I train you guys, it's a little different. I like to give you all the details so you can understand how the communication flows and how your dog actually learns. But let's just keep it real simple. At some point, the dog has to learn that when we ask you to do things, that they are fundamentally good to do. But then the other thing that they have to do is they have to understand that, yes, you must do the things that I want you to do, even if I don't have food in my hand or in my pocket, if I don't have a ball, and that I'm not going to praise you, and that I'm not going to pet you right away. That, hey, you're going to have to do this voice command that I asked you to do, and there might not be any reward for a little while. And I think that when you begin to live your life with your dog, understanding that, yes, they have to respect the boundaries that you set, and then secondly, when they respect those boundaries, that then it is your job to make them feel wonderful for the excellent decisions that they're making, that's really going to go a long way to making the relationship, what it to be, the thing that you want it to be. So let's just talk about creating respect from your dog. Creating respect from your dog doesn't come from giving them treats, giving them food, or even being soft with your dog. Creating respect with your dog is asking your dog to do something, allowing them to maybe cross that boundary of the thing that you didn't want them to do, and this is an important part. And then when they do that, insisting using with your leash, telling them that you absolutely have to go back and do the thing that I want. The mistake that people make in creating respect for themselves is that they establish a boundary, the dog comes up to the boundary, and then the dog begins to push against the boundary, not quite crossing it, and they push the dog back. And I just think that it's important for the dog to just a little bit cross that line. When they cross that line, then you get to tell the dog, every single time that you cross my boundary, I'm going to put you back and tell you to do the thing that I want you to do. That part right there is so important. And what I call that is giving the dog knowledge instead of making the dog right. So I just want you to consider that this week as you're working with your dog. Yes, you should reward, you should praise, you should pet, but when your dog is beginning to teeter on the side of I'm going to bite people when they come over because I'm afraid or I just want to, I think it's important that you be very clear where that boundary is and you hold your dogs accountable for that.